I'm Jana with Inner Fidelity here at the Abyss booth at CanJam New York 2018 with Joe, who is going to tell us about the Diana, and they're also showing the Phi here, the AB 1266 Phi.
Okay. Hi Jana, thanks for stopping by.
Hey. So tell me more about the Diana.
Absolutely. So this is our latest headphone Diana, our second one. And we've spent probably a good 2.5 years perfecting her, and she's finally shipping. She's at the dealers.
Wow.
Yeah, it's exciting, finally. We spent, because we take our time with every model, we spent a lot of time watching people put our headphones on their heads at trade shows. Hundreds of people, all different nationalities, even different countries, such as in Munich. And so by observing how they were fitting, we made continuous adjustments to try to average out the fit for as many people in the world as possible. And in the end, we actually held back production toward the end of last year, the planned release, to make a final change to the ear pads and even to the tension on the headband. And the latest ear pads are actually carved out inside rather than being flat. So they'll better accommodate larger ears, and they're almost a hybrid. They have, even though it's a small profile headphone, there's a lot of space inside. And even if there's not enough space for the ear, they act like an on-ear for the edges of the ear, and they're very comfortable, and they'll actually break into your ear shape. So these pads are extremely comfortable for the size of headphone. We don't need to have very large, huge donut-shaped pads to be comfortable. The other thing we changed too is Eric did a little bit of redesigning on the headband. We added a little more flex to it, and it's also a little more forgiving. So when you put them on your head, they're barely squeezing. It's very loose, but yet they're still firm. So, and they're very adjustable for larger heads too. Even though it's a small headphone, you can get it out pretty big. So larger size heads are actually no problem for this small profile Diana.
Cool. And then what are you showing it with at CanJam?
Oh yes, the electronics we're using here are all by 11 Audio. They're basically purposely designed for Abyss, but they'll work very well with any high-end headphone. Their ability to design amplifiers that are clear, lifelike, and have good second and third harmonic structure, very similar to a tube amplifier sound. The ability is just amazing, and so we're using these amps right now exclusively at this table because they complement the Abyss sound so well.
Great, well thanks so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Jenna.
So Herb from Stereophile, back there, is also at the Abyss booth, and if you guys are familiar with Stereophile and Herb, he reviewed the Phi last year. And he actually came to CanJam this year specifically to hear the Diana because he's a fan of Abyss headphones. So Herb?
Yeah, hi.
Tell me what you think of the Diana.
I came to this show this morning when it opened. I had a little list of all the most important things to see, and at the top of that list was the Diana, which I'd kind of seen before, but I never touched it. I never held it. Look at this thing. I'm still, to this moment, in shock. Look at the leather. Look at inside here. Are these bands that are heat-treated? I've never seen any headphone more amazingly constructed than this. I swear, it's like a classic. It'll be around 40 years from now. Watch this. First of all, do that with your headphone. And look at that. Look at that in the light. This is elegance defined. Built, I'm guessing you could drive over it with a small pickup truck, and it still might just bounce right back and play. Beautiful piece of machinery, beautiful piece of design. I look forward to reviewing it. It sounded really good on the 11 amps, too. Is that what they're called? 11. Yeah, it sounded amazing.